Deep in the heart of Tokyo, Ryo Haruki had always lived in two worlds. By day, he was a diligent college student, often found hunched over textbooks in the corner of a tiny library. His professors admired his sharp intellect and unwavering focus, and his classmates often whispered about how Ryo's potential could carry him far beyond the confines of their humble Tokyo neighborhood. But when the sun dipped below the horizon, Ryo's true passion unfolded: anime. His room was a shrine to the vibrant, fantastical universes he adored. Posters of legendary characters lined the walls, shelves overflowed with manga, and the hum of his laptop filled the air as he devoured episode after episode. For Ryo, anime wasn't just a hobby. It was his escape from the struggles of poverty and a source of inspiration that fueled his dreams. His older brother, Katashi, however, didn't share the same sentiment. A realist to his core, Katashi often saw Ryo's obsession as a distraction. When news of the Tokyo Anime Quiz Tournament broke, promising a life-changing prize of $1 million, Ryo's heart leapt. This was his chance, not only to prove his love for anime, but to lift his family out of their financial woes. Katashi, on the other hand, scoffed at the idea. "Ryo, baka nakoto o yameru," Katashi scolded one evening, shaking his head in disbelief. "Stop dreaming about this nonsense. Do you know how many people will be there? 1,000, maybe more. What makes you think you can win?" "Aniki," Ryo said firmly, his eyes blazing with determination. "Ore wa yateru koto ni jishin ga aru. I know anime better than anyone else, and I'm going to prove it." Katashi crossed his arms, sighing heavily. "You have your final exams that day. Are you really willing to throw away your future for some ridiculous quiz?" "Anime is my future," Ryo replied. His voice was steady, but his hands clenched at his sides. "You'll see, Katashi. I'll make you believe in me." The tournament day arrived faster than Ryo anticipated. Clad in his best clothes, he stood at the edge of his college campus, torn between duty and desire. His exam was in 30 minutes, but the call of the tournament was deafening. With a deep breath, he hailed a cab and raced toward the venue. As the Tokyo skyline blurred past the window, Ryo couldn't help but feel the gravity of his decision. The tournament hall was packed with contestants from all corners of the globe. There were cosplayers, anime critics, and even industry professionals. Despite his nerves, Ryo felt a thrill as he took his seat. The first few rounds were brutal, with questions diving deep into obscure plot lines and rare trivia. But Ryo's love for anime carried him through. Question 47. What was the name of the attack that saved the village in Shinsei no Tora? Episode 26. Ryo's hand shot up. "Raiji no Mai." "Correct." The crowd erupted in applause. Contestants were eliminated one by one until only 5 remained, including Ryo. The final round was a rapid-fire face-off, and Ryo's heart pounded as he answered each question with precision. Halfway through the round, Ryo spotted a familiar face in the audience: Katashi. His brother stood among the crowd, arms crossed, a skeptical look on his face. But as Ryo continued to dominate the round, Katashi's expression softened, replaced by a mix of shock and pride. The final question came down to Ryo and a formidable contestant from France. What was the title of the first ever anime to air on Japanese television in 1963? Ryo's mind raced, and for a split second he froze. Then, as if the answer had been waiting for him all along, he blurted out, "Tetsuwan Atom, also known as Astro Boy." The room fell silent, and then the announcer's voice boomed, "Correct. Ryo Haruki is the champion." The crowd roared as Ryo was handed the grand prize check. Tears filled his eyes as he held it up for everyone to see. His brother pushed through the crowd and approached him. "Ryo," Katashi said, his voice shaking, "Omae wa sugoi. I was wrong about you." Ryo grinned, his heart swelling with pride. "Arigato, Aniki." I told you I could do it." News of Ryo's victory spread like wildfire. Within days, he became a national sensation. Anime production companies lined up to make him their brand ambassador, and his story inspired countless young dreamers across Japan. For Ryo, the $1 million prize was life-changing, but the true reward was proving that passion and determination could overcome any obstacle. The name Ryo Haruki became legend, and whenever he was asked about his journey, he would simply smile and say, "It all started with a boy who loved anime."